Alright. Here we go, 1994, published by Atlus. I don't think they made this. It was a different studio when I read about this, but that could have been the American release. Either way, that is a sign. This is the Japanese release, by the way. Everything English. That looks about right. And I believe... yeah, it is a Japanese one because it's using colored face buttons. The American Super Nintendo had a purple layout, as far as I know. Go to normal, stereo, 3 laps, 2-4, name edit. Over here. We can be B. Thomas. That's fine. That's a very RPG-ish sound effect for the confirmed thing. Let's go with the Grand Prix race. Game is called GP1. I already forgot something stream. In the US, it's pretty much just GP1 Part 2 or something like that. It's just one of those things where they just kind of change up. There we go. The names for American releases for no apparent reason. Can't choose. Can't be any team. I don't know any of these teams. Motor Paris. I'm sure as hell not going to Europe. France, more. I don't know what any of this means. Average performance. Bit of a typo there. Former type. Can I say that word? Former type YTR. I don't know what any of this means, but suspension widest power. We're gonna go with that. That's got some pretty good stats actually. Transmission type. Automatic. Obvious. Good practiced. Now that I think about it, a split second after. Okay, race 1. Does look pretty good. Can't tell if it's mode 7 or whatever the hell modes. Let's see. Clear. Only one button as far as I know. Which is accelerate, and the other one which is... oh drifting that I can do here. Oh, it just seemed to be accelerate. I should have just read the controls. I think we'll do that. Select part. Nothing. We're doing kilometers. I'm gonna play the American one so I know what the correct metrics are. I'm gonna see what other motorcycle racing game I got, because you know, this could be really, really boring, or it could be very fun. I don't remember this being two-player as far as I looked at the main menu. I forgot already. Time attack. I didn't see the minimap at the top. Not too bad. That's a very bad turn. And hey, the music's not too bad. Be a little low. We get to a straightaway, I'll turn that up. The sprite's pretty good too. Got a lot of animation too. Not just like the usual sprite that just goes right back into place without any animation whatsoever. He's actually tilting towards the sides. Pretty good. Gonna up that a little bit. It's something. Last place is what. Alright, final. What is this? An actual race. Am I gonna burn out? Isn't Mario Kart. I can feel the frame rate dropping considerably right now, which makes sense. Right, I don't know what E means at the top. I don't even know how they beat me on that. Alright. E is gonna be player, and then, I don't know. First place, obviously. I get the feeling I'm fully left behind right now. I can't see anybody. How do they do that? I gotta go check the buttons. I gotta be missing some sort of drift. Anything. But I do know we're doing really badly. I wonder if I could just, like, cut right through the entire thing and just... No, they won't let you. Oh, boy. Well, we're not making it out of last place. We weren't expecting anything else with me at the helm. Alright, there's some sort of drift. You just keep tilting. But I don't think... Yeah, I need a little bit more time to do it. I gotta move my mic a little bit. Why am I even still trying? We just completely lost. I do have to move my mic a little bit. Because I don't want to have to tilt my head a little too. That could have been better, but one of those silent nights. If I don't have like one person chatting or something, then usually nobody else really follows suit. Even if I have a lurker or two, they'll usually maybe say something if somebody else is already talking. That's something that happens in general anyway, but yeah, no, I gotta have that one person in the beginning. But I guess that's like normal human psychology or whatever. Nobody ever acts upon anything unless somebody else is already doing it. But by that point, nobody's really doing anything at all anyway. Because nobody acts, then nobody follows. Go figure. These guys are lapping me. That's pretty terrible. Hopefully I'm not cutting out. I'm not trying to be loud today. Not like there was much to talk about. The final lap, it should be. Not a big fan of this map anyway. Big fan of this turn right here. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. And somehow I wasn't the last one, but now I am. If I can at least beat this guy, then we'd have made some progress. Oh, but then that happens. Good job. I don't know why. Something about this makes me want to play Harry Potter again. I get the feeling we'll be back to playing that sometime. That'd be great. I did say we'd go back and play other games again, but it kind of just goes over my mind. We've done it, I guess, a couple times. Nothing game completionist. I guess that's Toyota. I can't make out any other names. I don't know any, but whatever. And we did pretty badly. Exit real quick. See what other motor racing games we got. Gear up, gear down. Okay, there's only the two buttons then, because that's probably manual. Doesn't really matter to me. Just so we have a chance playing this game, I'll set it to easy and then just have 3 laps. See how far we can get, you know, different different races, I guess. I don't know anything about MotoGP or anything like that. There's a versus battle, so there is 2-player. Be worth checking out. Okay. Qualify. Mountain. I guess I could also just look up other Atlus games, but I think I'll just stick to MotoGP type stuff, motorcycles. For the meantime, I don't need to be a hell of a pain to look for Atlus games. I'd have to scroll mindlessly until I saw Atlus on the cover. Now that there's a lack of Atlus published games, I gotta stop saying Atlus. They've published quite a lot of things and probably developed full amount. And not just JRPGs or anything like that. This one right here is a clear example of that. I've seen a couple more racing games from them. Or at the very least with their name on the cover. I'm assuming, yeah, they're publishing. A publishing company at the time, if not a developer for Japan only, and then leasing their IP to other studios to, I don't know, publish or port. It's such a weird concept when Japanese companies hire American ones. Because really they're doing what? Localizing, translating the games. You don't really need a whole separate developer team for that. But that's my plight, I guess, nowadays too. The Japanese gotta get their own localizers, and not from the US. At the very least, not somebody that hates your IP to begin with. But the Japanese are very, very, the word I'm looking for, cucked when it comes to, you know, appeals to authority and stuff. Especially to corporations. Even if they know they hate them. Even if they know, like, the people they're hiring or something like that. They're still seen as some sort of authority. Which is a shame. They might look at a video games journalist in the West and think, oh, they're pretty important, you know, they have a title and all that. In reality, they're just fucking Reddit parroters and dumbass. Go figure. One of the good things, I guess, about living in the West is we're pretty open and honest about things like that. We don't just bootlick just because, although there are quite a few of those already in existence. More so than before, unfortunately. 8th place. I'm sitting here talking about how terrible the Japanese industries have been getting, and we can't even make it past 5th. I gotta get some cold water. I can feel my throat undoing itself. And 5 laps. I could have sworn I set at 3. Whatever. This one doesn't have any egregious turns, so I think we're pretty good, all things considered. Much better than the first one. Oh, here we go. I gotta look at the minimap. I can barely tell some of these turns. And we're getting... You can at least get the 3rd higher. Oh, wow. Now, from the perspective that we got, they look taller than I am. Oh, shit. Not correct. Reaching like 300 kilometers per hour, isn't that quite a bit? Aren't we going super fucking fast? Alright, I can't forget these turns. I got it. Almost forgot, I was looking at the minimap. Can't win one way or the other, actually. I believe it's right. Sixth, 5th. We're making it. We're not making it. We're not making it. That damn S turn. I gotta do that all over again. I gotta somehow beat these guys. We're never making it past first place. He is way out there. But I'll be content with 5th and above. Alright. It is very simplistic. No need to drift manually or anything like that. Thankfully. Oh shit. That's gonna cost me. Yep. Well, and I never said I was great at racing games. I don't even like playing them. Only a select for the hell of it. Oh well. 8th is better than last time. The super, like, happy music isn't making it any better. Hopefully it's not super, like, quiet on the stream. I don't have the fingers to turn it up right now. Get out of the way. No, not again. That stupid turn. I don't feel great about this in the slightest. Right, 9th total. Winhead. Somehow that sounds pretty terrible. And look at this map, it just is. Alright. You know, I feel like that's the best way to turn. That's usually what they kind of might teach you in tutorials, which is like you get a break before a big turn or something like that. But then you watch all the AI and whatnot in racing games and they don't break anytime soon. It's a waste of speed. End up losing. Like right there, I just lost so much time. If I try to like riff like that, it's not. I lose even more times. And if anybody is into like racing games or whatever, just I don't know, what am I doing wrong? What would you do? This turn here is easy, obviously. My favorite. Look at that, 300 kilometers per hour. Or try to just let go of the gas, I guess. But if you do that, you don't drift properly. I've noticed that. And you don't get that animation if you let go of the gas, and I don't know what else to do. I guess that's one way of doing it, but it's still quite a bit of speed loss. I bet the AI is not going to lose. Which makes me wonder if the AI in racing games has artificial difficulty baked into it. You know? There's not that many games with like actual fair enemy AI that isn't a total hack or, you know, giving them cheat. Be able to keep up, quote unquote, even though they're a computer. They can move at near infinite speeds compared to a human. Which is why I never got the idea of giving cheats to RTS AI. Considering they can move any unit infinitely without having to move any mouse or anything. Meanwhile, the human players have the great disadvantage of having one hand and one mouse. You might play smarter, but even then, maybe code your AI better. It being old isn't really much of an excuse either. Plenty of old games with great AI. Kind of showcase that with stuff like Counter-Strike or Halo. And yeah, I guess. First-person shooters might be a little bit more simpler. but not really. Racing games. A lot of stuff that goes into a lot of what the enemy does and doesn't do. As opposed to what? Accelerating, braking, turning. That's it. Well, I'll be happy with anything higher than a 10. But I don't think we're going to be getting that time soon. As you can see. Right. Just had to be too early. We're gonna see the next map and then what other motorcycle games I got, which isn't many. I don't know the name of any of them. There was one on the Xbox, I think. I did play that. I don't remember what it would be called. But it might have been one that I rented way back in the day. Well, I hope this is entertaining to somebody out there. I'm playing with my actual Super Nintendo controller. Felt it was going to be a bit more immersive this one. I think I'll skip on like thumbstick consoles like the PS2, the GameCube, so just anything 6th generation. That way I'm not breaking anything. I might just skip Sega as well because the control schemes are a little different. I have them tuned to use my actual Sega controllers. It's gonna be a little awkward playing with this Super Nintendo controller. You don't want to have to take out the Sega controller. Even though I think it's a better controller, I'm still too lazy to get up and plug it in. Now this should be the last lap, I hope. Oh, final lap then. Losing pretty badly. Okay. We finished. There's only one track that I realized. So I can see somebody getting bored of this pretty quickly. Let's see one more map and then who knows, maybe I'll change my mind. Same menu too, it's pretty boring to be honest. I can kind of see, and I might have hit the mic, but I can kind of see why I have never heard of this game. I doubt many of you have. What is this layout? I will say the background is really nice. I kind of wish the camera was a little bit tilted up. Not a big fan of like how low it is right now. I can barely see anything in front of me. They're trying to go for something more cinematic, like behind the wheel. They could have brought the camera closer to the sprite and then moved it up a little bit more. That's going to be a problem. I can already tell. This is going to be an issue. I wonder if I should just do BMX as well. Again, I don't know many motorcycle racing games, so it's going to be a bit of a pain to look for that kind of thing. And it's got to be probably GP type stuff. I don't want to One obvious one would probably be something like, what, Excite Bike? I don't want to play that for the hell of it in a random stream. That's something I would dedicate a stream to. Be honest. Hey, this big turn is, well, super curve here is going to be a problem if we lose that much speed. See what happens. We haven't crashed into anything this lap. Almost. And I'm not looking at the minimap. Alright. Thankfully they do give you placements. Almost every single racing game ever just puts you at the very last spot for some reason. But I'm pretty sure there would be placements in real life to kind of put you somewhere specific before the race starts. It's not just for artificial, like, well, let's just start them out in very back 12th place. I feel like that's always really annoyed me. Not too bad right now. Never mind, how the fuck do they keep turning like that and I can't? I just don't get it. How? I'm telling you, if I let go of the gas, we're not making that turn. And if we are, they're gonna have more speed than I do because they're not letting go of the gas. So I can't accelerate, I can't brake, I can't not accelerate. I don't know what to do. Hopefully we can do something. I keep trying different ways, but again, it's not, oh my god, going anywhere. Is there even any way of recovering after hitting the wall even once? I got nothing to say right now. There's nothing to say. You're looking at it. Not pretty. I looked at the minimap for 1 second and that happens. Oh well. It's fair to say we just lost completely. Whatever. And I did it again. It kills your speed completely. I'd rather just wreck completely and just die in the game than have that happen. I got nothing to say. I'm really just trying to concentrate. Hopefully I don't hit anything. I don't even know if this is the final lap. I don't know why there's so fucking many laps. But I only put 3. So I bumped it up and even then it didn't even work. look at the minimap for 1 second, and there you go. Is this really necessary? Can I not forfeit right now? Manager. Hey, I can't read that. I don't have my button to translate right now. Because this controller doesn't have a thumbstick, so we're just gonna have to guess. We did pretty horribly, so... yeah, kicked out of our team with the widest power. With the NZR 500. No clue what any of this means, so... regardless, I think I'm done. That just said, heaven be my witness. I'm gonna say. Australia, a whole new GP. I mean, I guess there's laps. But the entire racing portion has been like one looping track. And not gonna lie, it's not that great. The menu theme is pretty good though. I went back into it. Let's see. There's a time attack. I'm not doing that. Versus battle. Like free race, I guess. I guess this isn't like NASCAR or anything like that. No oval raceways or anything. As good as it's gonna get, but suck for me. Horribly. Go to Germany. For the worst places to live right now. Let's get... how does that say? Marlboro? Well, I don't smoke. I sure as hell am not supporting Marlboro. Lucky Stroke. Oh my god, these are all actual bullshit companies. God. Alright, Dockades. I don't know what this is, but hopefully it's not a cigarette company. Go against... oh, this is the 2-player mode. Okay. Well, unlucky for you, I don't have a 2-player, so... it is what it is. I'm not playing any more GP games. This actually turned me off completely. Let me unplug my controller. Or not. I'll wait until we're done. Wow. But yeah, only one track for every race. And it loops. The final lap is okay too. But it's not that great either. Again, the camera wasn't there. I can see this being like a, maybe shovelware, but not really. I had a decent time. I don't know, if you like motorcycle racing, you like MotoGP or something like that, you know, give it a try. Me personally, I'll skip on it. I'm sure there's better motorcycle racing games out there. Sure of it, actually. We can try some arcade ones in the future. We'll see. Sorry for the low energy. Again, this game just kind of drained it out of me. Until next time, I guess. We did get like 40 minutes out of that. Goodbye. tomorrow, I promise, it'll be a much entertaining retro game to play. I think with more substance to it that isn't gonna drain my energy in the first 20 minutes. Yeah. Goodbye.